Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the top 5 best star powers in the game currently of March, and obviously there's going to be some balance changes coming soon, so I'll be making probably another top 5 brawlers video and star power video when things do change. But currently these star powers that I'm going to tell you right now are the top 5 ones. I'm going to be going in order of 5th to the best star power in the game, and hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to leave a comment down below of what do you think your best star powers are, ranking them to 5th to best. And make sure to check out Spen's channel down below. He makes really good content. And proceeding with the video. So, beginning our list, number 5 we have Hyper Bear, which is indeed Nita's 2nd star power. I would say Hyper Bear is very good because in certain game modes, or mainly all of them, Hyper Bear always wins against the other one because Hyper Bear makes Nita's bear attack 60% quicker, which is absolutely brutal to play against because if you just barely pass the enemy, Nita's bear will get at least 3 to 4 swipes because of how fast he swipes, and if left on like a high safe or Ike safe, it just literally dominates it, and it can just easily flip around the game if you like die and the enemy dies but your bear's still alive, and he just absolutely annihilates the safe and highest. It just really flips around the game. And also Hyper Bear is good at taking out turrets, for example Penny's, Jesse's, Mr. P's turret. It just is the perfect counter to play against those turret brawlers. So if you guys are struggling to play against turret brawlers, I would say Nita is very good. Overall, Nita's bear normally swipes very slow, maybe getting at least like 1 swipe before the enemy can just run away. But not with this star power. This star power will allow you to get multiple hits in a short amount of time. And I would say this is the most DPS you can do in the game, which is amazing because it's a companion, well, your super. Doing the most DPS in the game is dangerous, and getting Nita is not that hard because she's just your 2nd brawler that you unlock. And yeah, moving on to the number 4 star power on our list. Next on our list, on the number 4 spot, we have Spike's Fertilize star power, which is indeed his 1st star power you get with Spike. And I would say this is very strong because of how mechanically useful it can be. With Spike's star power, it is amazing because if you just put it down and an enemy is near you, for example Primo, he's reaching you, he's about to kill you. But with this star power, you'll be healing within your super 800 health per second, which I would say is a lot because compared to other healing, like this is equivalent to Poco's healing with his primary attack, with his 1st star power, the Kapow, and this is what makes it so good. And also, instead of healing only, it does do the slowness effect, and it just overall works out to be a good super pairing up with the star power, making it one of the best supers in the game, I would say. And then Spike's DPS on top of that just pairs well with this and absolutely annihilates enemies. This is why Spike's Fertilize is one of the best. And moving on to the next star power on our list. Number 3 on our list is going to be Robo Retreat. Personally, I think Robo Retreat is extremely good due to the fact that against tanks, which is mainly played at heist, Rico is, I would say, primarily a heist brawler due to the fact his star power makes him so good that when he's 1v1ing a tank, he can just drop down below to around 1400 to 1 HP. Between there, that's when his star power activates, which is around 34%. 40% below his health, and that's when his star power activates, where he does gain 34% extra speed. This makes him really good because while he's speeding, he can just easily go back, maybe heal if you're low, or he can either go against tanks and just keep them pressured, you know, shooting them from left and right, keeping them pressured and getting good amounts of damage. And the only brawler I think that can chase you is probably Max. Max and like an enemy Rico are the only brawlers that can probably keep up with you. This is why you keep in mind that this star power is very good in its situations and game modes. Anyway, moving on to the next star power on our list. Here we are with number 2 on our list, which is Sandy's first star power, which is Rude Sands. I would say Rude Sands was a close contention with number 1 star power on our list, just because that Rude Sands is simply one of the best star powers because of its damage blocking, which denies the enemy from healing in a very large radius. I would say it's a 9 tile radius, I would say, which is quite a lot compared to other radiuses and how far it goes. It's a widespread, so if the enemy's in it, they cannot survive because they will start taking down and they won't be able to heal. So this allows the enemies to get pushed back easily. This is what makes the super so good, and I would say is very mechanical skill. I would say, well, not really. It's not very skillful to just, you know, get the star power. But if you just use it right, you can cause a lot of disruption and possibly get a team wipe with this, especially with the invisibility and then them getting taken down. You can see exactly where they are. And they can just plan a sneak attack and boom, get the kill. And this is why Sandy's star power pays up to be very good. And the reason why this star power is better than the other star power is because compared to the other star power, which allows healing, I would say the damage is more important than healing, because sometimes heal can be overrated over damage, because damage blocking is very, very useful. Anyways, moving on to the number 1 on our list. Number 1 on our list, if you guys already haven't guessed, it is Tara's second star power, which is Healing Shades. Healing Shades is by far the best star power in the game because of all the healing it does. It does 800 per second, and it does vary to your teammates. So it's not only heal to yourself, it heals to your teammates as well. So, and it stays at the back because when you super, you get that 1000 damage from the super, and then boom, the pet pops out and it does normally go behind you. So if the enemy wants to kill the pet, they have to kill you, and you won't be able to die that quickly because the pet will be healing you the whole time. This is what makes the star power so good. Because of the positioning you can do, you can kind of bait it, so like you can just go in the bush and you just get healed and the enemy won't even see it, because I do believe Tara's healing pet does get covered in bushes, I think. If not, correct me in the comments down below. And yeah, this is why Tara's so good, and paired up with like some tanks, it could be really good. Paired up with, for example, Jean and Tara are super good because it just allows so much healing. And then maybe with a Sandy, you can just do like damage blocking. You can really come up with some great comps with Tara's second star power, based purely around that, because you can make weak brawlers heal up quick, or maybe tanks make them very tanky. And yeah, that's gonna be wrapping up today's video, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to check out my social media down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys into the next video. Peace.